Today I'm talking about how you can set up a landing page before you go live with your Kickstarter campaign, and you can use that page to gather email addresses, to gather interest in whatever it is your product is, and then you can directly convert that interest into sales, into backers on day one, and just make sure that you're boosting that funding meter of your Kickstarter or Indiegogo campaign. So that way, when strangers come, they'll actually see people are interested in your crowdfunding campaign. So with this video tutorial, I'm gonna go through how to set up a landing page, how to really make it beautiful, something that you are proud to share with people who are following you online, with your friends, your family, etc. And for those of you in the audience who are not marketers, people who actually don't like marketing very much, I think this is the video for you because the software that I use just makes it completely simple. Like it's very new age, Back when I got started, you might have to pay a lot of money to get a developer to actually make a website for you or even a landing page. Like you'd have to pay someone to design that site, to go and really just do a very detailed job of making that site be a conversion optimized site for leads. But nowadays, you don't have to do that. You can actually just use something like the software I mentioned. You can set it up in literally 30 minutes and you can start collecting leads. And I show you how to do it in this training video. So I hope you like it. Also, if you do want more information as how to successfully raise money on Kickstarter, you can check out the Kickstarter formula. This is a new handbook that I came out with. And for me, it's really just a culmination of my knowledge. Interviewing so many different podcast guests, really bringing people on the podcast and dissecting what they did right, how they launched their campaign, how they raised money, which marketing channels were most effective. I put all of that information into this guide and I share it with you. It's a step-by-step plan to launch and smash your fundraising goal on Kickstarter. It's a lot of information, but it's also very easy to just copy it, to follow along with the plan to do exactly what I say, and you're going to significantly improve the chance that you raise more money on Kickstarter, that you hit that goal, and then you start having a full-fledged online business. So without further ado, let's get to the training video for today. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you find it to be helpful.
Today I'm talking about how you can set up a landing page in order to collect the contact information of your website visitors. The primary purpose of a landing page is to collect that contact information so that you can market to those visitors at a later point in time. For example, if you are looking to run a Kickstarter campaign or an Indiegogo campaign, likely there is some pre-launch that's built into the marketing of that campaign. You want to tease that campaign. You want to get the contact information of the website visitors so that you can then send out a blast email when your campaign actually launches and you can get a bunch of pledges on day one. If you haven't already, you definitely have to look at some of the interviews I've conducted on my podcast, the Crowdfunding Demystified podcast, because so many creators have actually just seen a large or a significant amount of their results from email marketing. Okay, let's get started. So I use Leadpages to manage all of the landing pages for my website and my marketing. There are other options out there. There's Unbounce. A more sophisticated solution would be something like ClickFunnels, if you're really trying to create a funnel for your marketing, etc. But we'll just talk about Leadpages with this review. And I also just find it to be really just dead simple to set up landing pages, and we don't want to complicate things too much. You could use WordPress and integrate Google Analytics and create conversion goals and all this kind of stuff, but we're just keeping it really simple. Okay, so the landing pages here. The first thing that you'll see when you come to the templates in your user account, this is my account, are a bunch of drag and drop and standard templates. And you can filter these templates as you'd like. You can scroll through some of them. You can filter them by, say, launch, opt-in, pre-cart, thank you. If you want to create a thank you page, webinars, upsells, and bonuses, etc. And you can also filter by highest converting, most recent. There are also premium templates that you can choose from. I'm just looking at the free ones. So let's just say that you are planning the launch of an upcoming Kickstarter campaign. First of all, congratulations. That takes a lot of confidence. That takes a lot of hard work to get together a campaign. Let's just say that it's something related to yoga. It's something related to fitness or maybe apparel related to yoga. You could look into using a template like this. So let's preview it here, see what it looks like. That's one thing I like about Leadpages is there are so many different templates that you can choose from. It makes it really easy to set up a landing page. So you see here, this is a template for Peaceful Yoga, a Black Friday special. Save $75 on the New Year yoga retreat. It also has a timer here, and it looks like if you want a coupon code, you're going to have to enter your email address. Yep, enter your email address to receive the coupon code. And if you enter it, then you have access to the coupon. And maybe if you're doing an upcoming Kickstarter launch, you also have access to the limited quantity reward tiers before anyone else knows about it. That's kind of cool. To give you an example of how I use landing pages with my own site, and then we'll get back to this landing page right here, I run a forum called kickstarterforum.org. So let's go to that. So kickstarterforum.org, I started this a while back, and it's basically a free resource where people can ask questions, they can interact with other creators, etc. The only thing is, if you decide to register, you have to opt in to the email list that I have associated with that. And basically, I will send you free podcasts, I'll send you free blog articles, I'll send you free YouTube videos, etc. I send a lot of helpful content. And that's sort of my way of educating my readers, my listeners, my YouTube viewers, etc. So you would have to, if you want to gain access, enter your name and email address, and then you would gain instant access to the forum, and you'd be able to register and talk with people, etc. This is an example of how I have used Leadpages in order to capture leads related to my business. So if we go back here, let's just say, okay, I want to use this template. It looks pretty good. Let's just use this template if we're doing our pre-launch landing page for our crowdfunding campaign. And obviously, it's more of a product focused campaign. Next, I think we're going to have to title this. So let's just say super sexy landing page. And it's going to build it. Awesome. Okay, so immediately what you're going to see are a bunch of controls over here. Pretty much drag and drop functionality if you want to insert a video, a countdown, images, HTML, comments, progress bar, etc. There's a bunch of stuff that you can choose from. There's the layout bar here, which controls pretty much how the thing looks here, how the landing page looks. You have styles if you want to edit all that, and you have tracking, etc. So there's a tremendous amount of functionality that is very easy to implement. If I just close this here, we can see it's sort of divided into different blocks. If I want to, I can just easily edit this. So let's just say upcoming Kickstarter campaign. Yeah. Let's just say super special announcement. This should be more of like a call to action, but just for now, I'm just doing this on the spot, so I haven't had too much time to think about it. And we can say here just blah, blah, blah. The timer here, as you can see, you could set this to a certain time that you're counting down to, say a daily timer, etc. And then you have the call to action here. Now, before we get into anything else, I just want to say that when you create a landing page, just because this software does that in terms of capturing leads does not mean that this software in particular stores the leads. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to integrate the Leadpage account with your email newsletter. For me, I use MailChimp to handle all of my email marketing. MailChimp is free up until 2,000 subscribers at the time I'm recording this. So if you want to use MailChimp to do that, you can. So I'll show you what that looks like really quickly before we get back to it. So this is what the opt-in would look like. I'll say here, I would have to have add an integration, and I would have to just choose MailChimp and the email list that I wanted the leads to go to. So basically, someone comes here, they enter their email address, they hit give me that coupon, they confirm it. Then in my MailChimp account, it would register that as a new email. And I would then be able to send out email newsletters to people on that list. Or I'd be able to set up, say, an autoresponder so that people can automatically go through the sequence leading up to the launch of my campaign. I could send a welcome email automatically to people who join that list, etc. There are lots of things that you can do once people actually get onto your email list, and you can actually see a lot more analytics too in terms of the number of people that are opening your emails, the number of people that are clicking on your emails, the overall engagement rate. So as you can see, it's actually really, really simple to set up a lead page here. Let's just say we really like this and we just want to preview it before it goes live. And we're keep in mind, we're doing this all live on the spot here. Like, this is so simple to set up. So I have, okay, this looks good. You know, have my copyright, maybe some legal information, etc. I might have my logo here and an image that I like, and the call to action. There are only 21 hours before my upcoming Kickstarter campaign. You could also see here. So this is my desktop. This is how it looks if I had a iPad or a tablet of some sort. And if I was on my phone, this is what the landing page would look like. It's important to look at how all these different views look, just so that you know how it looks, your wording, how the background image looks, all that kind of stuff. If you are serious about your marketing, you want to make sure that your brand image is consistent. So let's just say, yeah, you know, we like that landing page. Let's decide to publish it right now. Why not? It probably won't let me because, well, we'll see. I haven't integrated the email. I don't know. Maybe it will. Yes, it did. So there is a default for lead pages where basically if you don't connect your API, they use their own sort of solution. Okay, so it basically just have to go to this URL and it should show up. Yep. So this URL is a subdomain on Leadpages, leadpages.co, and it shows up. Got the countdown here. If I wanted to click that, I would just click that, and people could start to opt in to my email address, my email list. Like, that's pretty cool. We did that literally in like 8 minutes or so. I'm not looking at the timer, so I'm not sure, but that is really cool. It's so simple to do. It's dead. Like, it takes no effort whatsoever, and it's very, I would just say it doesn't create the same kind of headaches. Like, if you're going to set up a whole WordPress page, you're going to set up some other kind of solution, it takes a lot more effort. The other great thing about lead pages is you get a bunch of statistics. So I'm here in my lead pages account. I showed you before what my Kickstarter forum lead page looked like. If you want to join my forum, it has here some statistics. It shows you the total number of visitors, unique visitors, opt-ins, conversion rate, etc. So the great thing about lead pages and about any kind of marketing you're doing online is you can actually get raw data on how well your marketing is doing. So we look at this data and we see that there is a 31% conversion rate. And 31%, I mean, that means that 70% of the people who actually came to this page did not opt in. So we go to this page. This is my call to action: gain free access, enter the community. How could I improve the conversion rate that I'm seeing here? Well, one way is I could have some kind of testimonial that says, man, I joined Sal's forum and this helped me raise X amount more with my Kickstarter campaign because I was able to talk directly with other people who are running their campaign. Or I could say, I am so glad I got on this email list because Sal sends amazing podcasts, does amazing YouTube videos, amazing blogs. Like, you definitely want to just get into this forum to be on his email list. That's the kind of response that I will get sometimes. So I could use something like that as a testimonial. And that way, when people come here, they know, oh, other creators are also, there's value in this. There's a reason to subscribe. That would likely improve the conversion rates that I'm seeing on this landing page. The other thing I could do is I could have logos. I could have more trust related factors saying like, this will not be used for spam, etc. There are lots of things that you can do to improve the conversion rates that you're getting on your individual landing page. The other thing that you see here is it tells me how many unique visitors I'm getting to this landing page. So that could inform a few different things. Now, obviously, I would totally recommend using Google Analytics for any kind of meaningful data, but just giving, just sort of raw numbers here, this could tell you that, say, if you're posting this landing page on social media or you're posting this landing page on your blog and you're not getting any kind of traffic, that shows you that is not a very good traffic source. Or say you create a split test or you create multiple landing pages. You put one landing page and you link it in your social media. One landing page, you link it from your blog. One landing page, you link it, say, on a business card. You can then track and see how these various landing pages are doing, how their conversion rates differ, how their traffic differs. Maybe you see that the landing page people access from a flyer that you put up in your hometown or a business card that you hand out actually has better conversions than the landing page that you put up on your blog or something like that. You can see a lot of different data. The last thing I'm going to say here about creating a landing page before you go live with your crowdfunding campaign is the reason landing pages are so powerful is that they direct and focus attention. What do I mean by that? If I go to my website, crowdcrux.com, and I'm logged in right now, you can basically see, I come here, there's a lot of things that you can do. There's a lot of things that you can click. Like, you can see all of my different blog posts and podcasts, etc. Look at this good looking guy. You can decide to click on one of these links. You can click on an ad. You can, go to all of my navigation, etc. There's a lot to distract your attention. It's not really focused. If I was trying to see, okay, of all the people who come to this page, how many actually click this link or click that link? It's hard to test that because there are so many different variables here that are going to influence that. So the reason that a landing page is special and is much better at directing attention is I can have an image, I can have a message, and the only thing that people can do is they can either decide to opt in, or they can click the back button, or they can close the browser window. There pretty much aren't any other options. I mean, if you think of another option, you can leave it, you can let me know. But the reason that that's powerful is it very clearly shows you the effect that your messaging is having on the website visitor. And then you can actually test the messaging out. You can play with different background images. You can play with different forms of messages, different calls to action. Maybe instead of enter the community, what would happen if I changed this to join other crowdfunders? You can test out all of these different things, and that's why it is super powerful. I also think it's just really powerful because this is in my online experience, the best way to capture email addresses and leads is to send people to a particular web page that is optimized for that. Don't send them to a web page that has lots of stuff to do. You're not optimizing for the lead. You send them here, you are optimizing for that email address. Now, if you want more advice like this, you want more tips, etc., I would highly recommend checking out my Amazon ebook, The Kickstarter Launch Formula, the crowdfunding handbook for startups, filmmakers, and independent creators. It is really cheap. Like, seriously, guys, this is like just an entry level product here. If you want to check it out, the reason that I put so much energy into this product is just because I get questions all the time. So I decided to put all of this into one roadmap that you can follow to successfully launch your crowdfunding campaign on Kickstarter or Indiegogo. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into this book. It's really taken a lot of time. It's taken a lot of energy, and I do it for you guys. I think this is really the step-by-step framework that you need if you want to just knock it out of the park with your campaign. And it's coming out soon. Right now that I'm filming or recording this, it's in the pre-order, but it should be out by the time this goes out or relatively soon. So I would really recommend checking that out, the Kickstarter launch formula.
Welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the training video that I put together for you. Honestly, I might have said too much marketing jargon, or I might have glazed over a few things. So if I did, feel free to leave a comment down below. You know, I'm not perfect. There's the curse of knowledge. When you've been doing something for so long, it's really hard to communicate that to a beginner or someone who is just learning that kind of material. And it's not like I do want to 100% make it easy for you guys, but unfortunately, sometimes my own brain gets in the way of doing that. So feel free to leave a comment down below. And also, I will link up the software I mentioned in this YouTube video so that you can check it out. If you did like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe. If you want more videos like this, if you want notifications when I put out a new video, be sure to subscribe. My name is Salvador Brigman. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.